What is going on, guys? Epic Time Lapses here, and today I'm reviewing the Ambient Weather WM-2 handheld anemometer. Before I begin the review, I would like to give a shout out to Doggo and Sunsets. He's a fellow time-lapse YouTuber and has some pretty cool time lapses. I will have a link in the description to one of the time lapses that he recently posted. Now I will begin the review. You can find this handheld anemometer on Amazon for about $30, and I will have a link in the description. I received this handheld anemometer almost 2 years ago, and user experience has been pretty good. It is a simple, easy to use anemometer. I got this anemometer with the tripod, and honestly I would not recommend purchasing it with the anemometer because I did not find it to come in handy when measuring wind speed, because most of the time when you're measuring wind speed, you really don't need to set it down. Also, I have never used the lanyard that comes with the anemometer, but it is definitely very helpful in making sure that if you're holding the anemometer and it slips, it does not fall to the ground. On the front of the anemometer, you have the display right in the middle. Above that, you have the wind speed measuring unit as well as the temperature and wind chill sensors. Below the display, you have the set, the plus button, and the hold button. On the back, you have the battery compartment here, as well as the back of the wind speed measuring unit. On the bottom, you have a little screw-in area where you can screw in the anemometer to a tripod mount. And on the side, you have the lanyard insert. In order to turn on the unit, you press and hold the set button for a couple of seconds. Once the unit turns on, you will either see the wind speed or the temperature depending on what setting you left it in before you turned it off. On the display, stretching from the bottom left to the top right, is the Beaufort wind scale. On the bottom, when it's in temperature mode, you can see the comfort scale as well. Now I will show you the functions of each button. So in order to toggle between the wind speed and temperature display, you just press the set button once, like this, and it switches over to the temperature setting. If you press and hold the set button for about 2 seconds, the backlight will come on. In order to power on and off the unit, you press the set button for 3 seconds, and then let go. In order to clear all the historical data since the unit has been turned on, you press and hold the set button for 4 seconds. And the whole display resets. In order to enter the settings of the handheld anemometer, you press and hold the set button for 6 seconds. Now you are in the settings of the anemometer. So the first option you can change is the wind speed. So you can have it in miles per hour, you can have it in knots, you can have it in meters per second, kilometers per hour, and then back to miles per hour. You can also change the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. In order to change the wind speed average time interval, you can press the plus button in the middle, and that will change how many seconds the wind speed is averaged by. The default is 4 seconds, and I would definitely recommend keeping it there because that is a good average for wind speed. In order to return to the main menu of the unit, you just press the set button once. Once you're back to the main menu, you will see the wind speed or temperature. I would like to know that when you're pressing the set buttons for different amounts of time, to either reset historical data, turn on the backlight, turn the unit off and on, etc., to only press it for the amount of time that they tell you to, because if you hold it longer for more than that time, it will go to a different option. So if it says hold it for 2 seconds, just hold it for 2 seconds, and once it gets to 2 seconds, just let go. Now I will show you the function of the plus button. So when you're in wind mode, when you press the button, you can switch between the peak wind speed, the average wind speed, and then back to the normal wind speed. If you press the set button and you go into temperature mode, you can press it to switch between the wind chill mode and the regular temperature mode. The hold button is extremely useful when you're measuring the wind speed in areas where you cannot see the display. For example, if you're measuring the wind speed in one of your air ducts at home and you cannot see the display, you can stick the anemometer inside and you can press the hold button, so when you bring the anemometer back out, you can still see what the wind speed was without it being inaccurate. The anemometer will measure wind speed from 0.4 miles per hour up to 67 miles per hour. So if you're measuring wind speed on a very windy day, it will be able to capture high wind speeds. The wind readings will update every second and the temperature will update every 10 seconds. The unit uses a standard CR2032 3-volt lithium battery that comes with the anemometer. The anemometer will measure temperatures from -22 degrees all the way up to 138 degrees Fahrenheit. The comfort level on the bottom of the display will only be displayed if the temperature is from -13 degrees all the way up to 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Always refer to the instruction manual. It is extremely helpful. If you're curious what the number on the Beaufort scale is equivalent to in miles per hour and what each comfort level name is equivalent to in temperature, there is a graph in the instruction manual as well. Overall, I would definitely recommend this anemometer. It gets 4 out of 5 stars on Amazon, and for only $30, it is extremely worth it. This now concludes the video. I would like to say thanks for watching, everyone, and please subscribe because I will be coming out with more amazing epic time lapses and reviews in the near future. Thank you.